Pink or Blue, Challenging the Roots of Prejudicial Gender Bias in Children. A look at gender essentialism and prejudice in primary age children. A study by Gross and their colleagues. Children begin forming ideas about gender early in life, influenced by family, peers, media, and culture. While conversations around gender diversity have gained momentum, rigid beliefs about gender roles remain common. Understanding how these beliefs form and whether they can be changed is essential for promoting inclusion and reducing discrimination, especially as these attitudes can have long-term consequences. Despite growing awareness of gender diversity, many young people who do not conform to traditional gender roles still face discrimination and bullying. It is shown in previous research that children who strongly believe in gender essentialism, the idea that boys and girls are fundamentally different in ways that cannot change, are more likely to hold negative attitudes towards gender nonconforming peers. From this, an important question was posed. Will changing essentialist beliefs help reduce prejudice? To answer this question, Gross and their colleagues worked with 204 children between the ages of 6 and 10, testing whether exposure to a simple educational video could reduce gender essentialism beliefs and, in turn, decrease prejudice against gender nonconforming peers. Half of the children watched a video that highlighted similarities between boys and girls, emphasizing that there is no single way to be a boy or girl. This is the experimental group because the essentialist beliefs were manipulated through storytelling and conversations that emphasized fixed gender traits. The other half watched a control video about different types of climates, deserts and frozen lands, which did not discuss gender. After watching the videos, children were asked about their beliefs regarding gender and whether they liked or disliked gender nonconforming children. The results showed that while the video did not significantly reduce overall gender essentialism or prejudice, it did make children more open to the idea that boys and girls are not in completely different groups. This ultimately suggests that certain aspects of essentialist thinking may be changeable with the right approach. Now you may ask, why should the public care? The study highlights an important issue, children's views on gender from an early age, and it can shape how they treat others. If it is left unchallenged, rigid gender beliefs can contribute to bias and discrimination later in life. The findings suggest that while a short intervention may not be enough to change deep-seated beliefs, exposure to messages that promote gender similarity can influence children's thinking in meaningful ways. While schools and parents play a crucial role in promoting flexible thinking about gender, media creators also have a significant influence in shaping children's attitudes. Gross and their colleagues' study directly tested whether children's gender essentialism and prejudice against gender nonconformity could be reduced through exposure to anti-essential narratives, uncovering the importance of repeated and varied messaging across environments. Gross and their colleagues encouraged further studies with longer interventions or different messaging approaches to better understand how to reduce gender-based bias in childhood. As our society continues to discuss issues of gender identity and inclusions, studies like this can provide valuable insights just into how beliefs develop and how they can be changed for the better.